Hello investors, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be walking you through how it is to grow a small investing portfolio from zero to growth. I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step walkthrough of my journey thus far and how I intend to continue this journey to grow the small investing portfolio. Now, if you are new here, my name is Tim. If you are interested in starting out a small investing portfolio and you have almost $0 or you're new to investing, then I would like to advise that you go ahead, like the video and subscribe to the channel for you to follow along with me on my journey. So for today's video, what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to be talking you through how easy it is for anyone to go ahead and start a small investing portfolio and how that's going to benefit you in the long term. Now, I went ahead and I started off this portfolio with only $65. Step one, to you starting off a small account portfolio, you literally have zero excuses. Doesn't matter what amount of money you have in your hand right now, you could go ahead and use that in order to start a small account portfolio. Almost every single brokerage out there allows you to do what's known as fractional investing. Means if you have a stock in mind that you want to get into, let's say Amazon for instance, you could go ahead and buy any amount of money with that share. So for instance, if you have $5 right now, you could go ahead and purchase $5 of Amazon to get you started. Even the legacy brokerages are allowing you to do that right now. So there's really no excuse. Step two is going to be to go ahead and decide what kind of stocks or what kind of assets you want to have in your portfolio. Now, I have been doing this quite a while and I do have a bigger portfolio, so I have lots of knowledge. If you are new to investing, here is my expert advice. Feel free to go ahead and start off with an ETF, which is an exchange traded fund. What this is that it's a basket of stocks that's accumulated into one stock. And what it does, it helps you to diversify your risk in your portfolio. Because I have knowledge of the stock market and I've been doing this for a while, I am what's known as a stock picker. So I go ahead, I do my research on stocks, and then I go ahead and pick individual stocks, which I think is going to benefit the portfolio in the long term. I'm going to go ahead and go over those with you shortly. Once you've decided to go ahead and go to step one, which is to begin investing with whatever money you have. You hit step two, you go ahead and either pick stocks or use an ETF. Then goes step three. Step three is going to be one of the most important parts, which is going to be consistency. The consistency means that you're willing to go ahead and fund the portfolio and you're willing to go ahead and acquire more shares in whichever assets you decide to add to your portfolio. So let me go ahead and give you a walkthrough. So like I mentioned, I started off this portfolio with only $65 a couple months ago, and now it's at $520. The reason for that is that although I started off the portfolio with $65, I made myself a promise to go ahead and add $250 to this portfolio on a monthly basis. Once that $250 has been added to the portfolio, then I'm going to go ahead and divide that $250 amongst the stocks that I do have in my portfolio. And let's go ahead and get into that right now. So to start off, as you can see here, I do have cryptocurrency. I have not bought any cryptocurrency for this account portfolio. This cryptocurrency was a gift from actual Robinhood. They usually have different strategies and events where if you participate, you get free crypto. Hence, I have free crypto. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to go ahead and do with it yet, so it's still there. Now, I decided to go ahead and start off the portfolio with only 10 stocks, and you can do this as well. You do not need 100 stocks in your portfolio. You do not need 100 ETFs. You just need a few stocks that's diversified, and then you can go ahead and start doing what's called recurring investment. So the stocks I decided to go with are gonna be, I took 4 stocks that's gonna be in the value stock range, meaning that these stocks are gonna help me keep my portfolio stable and they're gonna grow consistently over time. They would not have massive growth, but they will grow over time. The other 4 stocks I chose in the portfolio are going to be known as dividend stocks. And the purpose of these dividend stocks is that they're going to pay me a check every single month and every single quarter. And those money is going to be reinvested into the stock, and that's going to help to grow the portfolio exponentially. The last 2 stocks I went ahead and added to the portfolio, which makes it 10 stock portfolio, is going to be these 2 here. And the main goal for these 2 stocks is primarily for growth, meaning I don't expect expect the first 8 stocks I just showed you, I don't expect them to grow very quickly over time. But these last two, because of the nature of them, I expect them to grow consistently over time very quickly because they're both new stocks and they're what's known as very volatile stocks. So they're trying to actively gain market share as the time goes by. Now, the reason why I went ahead and set up a 4 stock portfolio is because I wanted to keep the portfolio very balanced. And so far, it has been working out. As the 4 stocks to the top, the value plays, as you can see, they're all down because right now our market is having a slight pullback. Now, although those 4 stocks are down, because they're diversified throughout the portfolio, it doesn't have the entire portfolio down. As you can see, for the day, we're just down 2 pennies. For the week, we're up 1% or $6. For the month, we're down 0.46, less than a percent, and for the 3-month basis, we're up around 46%. So the portfolio is pretty stable at this point. Now, the second 4 stocks, which is the dividend stocks, as you can see, they're all up and they're up huge. Their gains of even double-digit gains. Now, the reason for that is that over the life of the stock market, whenever these big value plays decide to deteriorate, then wealth usually transfers into a lot safer plays. Now, dividends have always been a safer play, so hence they're all up right now. Whenever the market decides to reverse and we get a green market or the market become bullish once again, what you're going to see, you're going to see a different rotation. These stocks here are going to be positive, green, and then these here are going to go down slightly. So the market rotates on a regular basis, so that's not anything to be concerned about. Now, the last 2 stocks here, one of them are up, one of them are down, but it does not really make a difference because these stocks, like I mentioned, are here for growth only. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open up one of these stocks in order to demonstrate the consistency aspect of it. Okay, so we're going to start off with a dividend payer, and that's going to be Realty Income. One of the best parts about this particular stock is that although it pays these dividends on a monthly basis. So I do get a check every single month. Now, the consistency basis starts off right here. I have made a commitment to buy $20 worth of Realty Income, the ticker is O, every single month. And what that's going to do, that's going to increase my position. Every time I go ahead and buy more of this stock, whenever the end of the month comes, my dividend payout is going to be a lot more. I'll jump into the dividend in just a second. So as you can see, so far, my average cost is $60 and the total amount I have invested in this stock is about almost $50 right here. And the next buy is going to be $20 right here. Now, I did mention that this stock is a dividend payer. And as you can see here, it pays roughly around a 5% dividend. This stock is also what's known as a dividend aristocrat, which means it has been paying and increasing its dividend for more than 25 years and is also a member of the S&P 500, which is 500 of America's best stocks. Now, if you go all the way down to the history, you will be able to see that it's already started paying dividend. Although the amount invested is not that much, you can see I've already started growing dividends. And as the channel goes along, you're going to see these dividends are going to be a lot higher than that. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap from the start. So whenever you decide to start off a small investing portfolio, the number one thing you have to do is set your targets. You go ahead and start with whatever amount of money you have right now. Don't wait until you have $1,000. Wait for you to have $100. Start with what you have right now. The second thing you want to do, make a commitment to what kind of assets you want to have in your portfolio. It could be stocks, it could be ETF. In my professional opinion, I would highly suggest you go ahead with ETFs. Now, thirdly, what you want to do, you want to have some level of consistency, meaning you need to continually keep employing money into your current portfolio. And when that money gets into your current portfolio, then you need to take that money and deploy it amongst the assets that you do have in your portfolio. That is the 3 things you need to do. And I guarantee you, you're going to see your portfolio, because of those investments, is going to gradually keep going up over time. Now, that was just a quick overview of how anyone that want to start investing today should not be intimidated. They could use whatever money they have right now to start investing. If you guys want to continue seeing these videos and also follow along with my journey to get this portfolio going in an upward trajectory over time, then you should go ahead and definitely subscribe. for the next two videos, this portfolio should be almost at 750 because another 250 should be coming into this portfolio very soon. If you're unable to do $250 in your portfolio, or it seems like it's too much for you, you're simply going to take that $250, you could divide it into two, and you could do it bi-weekly. Or you could go ahead, divide it into four, and you could do it on a weekly basis. $250 a month sounds like a lot, but if you break it down into a weekly basis, it is not a lot. So there you have it, new investors. It is not hard to start investing in order for it to get big returns in the long term. The most important thing is to go ahead and start now. The next thing is to choose assets that you want to own in your portfolio. And the last thing is to always become consistent. Now, until the next video, I'm going to continue to give you as much information as I possibly can in order for you to go ahead and keep pushing your investments.